Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B. My name is Callum and today I'm going to show you how I managed to create an EP of 5 songs whilst walking along a wall. So during the summer of 23 I went for a walk along Hadrian's Wall, a wall built by the Roman Empire to divide England and Scotland. I also tasked myself with the help of 2 others to create an EP while walking this wall. I wanted the music to come as naturally as possible and for the recordings to sound natural. This is how it went.
Just record and then...
It's recording now, man.
Hi guys, welcome to the beautiful Music B&B breakfast. I'm Callum, this is Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon.
He's Simon from Times Do Fast, and the guy recording is Nat from Time.
I'm Nat.
We decided to walk the length of Hadrian's Wall, starting here, where we got to touch the water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's wet. Oh yeah, now we touch the water. We're
Yeah,
going to touch
join
the water the other side. Yeah, it is wet.
See that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Taste some. But we're also going to try and record 5 songs in 5 days while walking. While on the walk. But no, not while on the walk. We're going to stop at campsites and record it.
Do you think we'll do it?
Yeah, if the rain holds up. You see, it's a terrible, terrible time to be walking a wall.
Simon, how you feeling?
5 songs, 5 days.
5.
Bear Grylls.
5. All right.
Best friend, good time, let's go.
On this channel, I normally review independent music, but I'm also a musician myself, and I have my own name, which you can see right here. And I wanted to create something different. I'm always after creating lots of different musical ideas, and I wanted to create something that sounded natural while I was walking.
Depression gets me down. Depression gets me down. Depression gets me down. It'd be weird if it got me up, and it'd be weird if it got me. If it got me, if it got me, if it got me, if it got me, if it got me.
Quite a lot of the start of this trip was a lot of just improvising, coming up with random stuff just to entertain us while we were walking. Because when you walk, it can be a bit boring.
He's enjoying the walk. I've gone insane. I've gone insane. We're only like an hour in.
Oh, maybe Origin.
That's Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
See? Oh, is that not it? Okay.
That one.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Nice.
It was at this point that we passed a Methodist church in Solway and I recorded our first ever voice memo. We just happened to be walking past a church called Solway Methodist and I suggested that we come up with some sort of like harmony chant thing, and it eventually led into this sort of Wild Westy kind of sounding song.
Solway Methodist Church. In 1861 I bought a Solway Methodist Church. I bought that Methodist church so people could learn about the church. And when I was at church doing my preaching, someone said nice church. Because it's a Solway Methodist, Solway Methodist, Solway Methodist Church. In 1861 I bought the Solway Methodist Church. I bought that church to prove I could be leader of the church.
Not everything during this trip was filmed because we soon realised that it was quite difficult to charge our phones all the time. We were walking along the countryside, we were sleeping in tents every night. We spent 5 days walking from one end of the country to another, stopping at points along the way to camp. There wasn't really that many opportunities to charge our phones. So some of this might be in pictures, some of this might be in voice notes, but overall we managed to get something from it.
Hi guys, this is snack time.
Say like, comment, subscribe.
On the walk. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to eat this chocolate Nomo vegan bar.
Phone.
Hi.
Stop it.
Alright.
So far we're 3 miles in. We're not going to record it when we're actually walking, so you're just going to see us stationary along different points. We've got a little car, and it's going to pick us up and drop us off at different points.
So guys, what I'm doing now is eating this squish thing.
Is this our sponsor segment?
Yeah, but we're not sponsored.
Do you like food?
And you'll probably like the great taste of rainbow laces. They have no artificial flavors or colors. Yum.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You want a techno, you got it.
Yeah.
We won't take no for an answer.
Hadrian.
If you're here walking Hadrian's Wall, I want to hear you. I want to hear you get louder. I want to hear you get louder. I want to hear you get louder.
We're at Balstead Hill. Rain stopped.
What a place.
It's a good time.
What a place.
Balstead Hill, what a Balstead thrill this is.
Yeah.
Oh
God. Okay, guys, like seriously, right? Gotta be really careful on these roads. There's cars. This car just.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Car just passed us very safely on the right. It left a lot of room.
I'm having a nice time.
Gentlemen, where are we?
Roman Wall Cabins Lodges, sponsored, not sponsored. This is our first spot. The first song we actually came up with was called Little Tommy, bracket, Man Up, which was a song that was created before we actually started the trip, and we utilised it and recorded it on our first night.
Tommy, you were only a boy bleeding out in the fields. You ate all of your toys, little Tommy. You're becoming a man, so
I think it's important to note that during this trip, we recorded the music, some of the music, the lyrics mainly, and some of the guitars. I had a ukulele and a guitar-lele, which is a combination of a ukulele and a guitar. This is what a guitar-lele looks like. It's just like a small guitar. A lot of the stuff was recorded whilst we're on the wall, either through guitar or vocals. But I like to do a bit of post-production, so when I got home, I added some bass, some extra harmonies, things like that, just to spice up the track. On our first night in a forest, we actually came up with an amazing song called Hadrian's Song. A song about Hadrian himself having to create a wall. All the facts in this song are completely made up other than the year that Hadrian's Wall was built. Quite a funny song, really like it. It would make a great pop punk song. In fact, Times Too Fast have actually used this idea and created their own version of it for their live sets, which you can hear here. And I'm singing, Day 2, rained all night, didn't stop. Rain this morning. Now we're walking to Carlisle, gonna get some food, it'll be alright. I think it's gonna be an alright day. Ready to go. We're the first campers. Everyone else is asleep. Ignore that guy who's not asleep. We're going to try and walk into Carlisle. Yeah, that's really cool. So we hit a bit of an impasse.
Didn't bring my swimming gear.
Hey.
I didn't bring my rafts either.
We're going to try and climb through there because that's the way.
Hadrian. You're right, Hadrian. Hey, Hadrian, go on.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Because it's made of rock.
Yeah, and roll.
And they had to roll them to get them.
Quite tight in it.
Shut up, you're a wall. Yeah, be more wally.
Ollie.
Hey. Good deal. Good deal,
mate. Nice.
So, what, 10 grand for this place?
Yeah.
That's such a good deal.
And it's an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain because this neighbourhood is so peaceful. And for the low price of 10 grand, you get all this peace of mind and access to the wall whenever you want.
What's the mortgage? 15%?
So yeah, 15% mortgage on this. And if you talk to the owners, you could probably get them down to about 9,999.
Do you think, for this?
I think if I put in a word now, if this is the one you're going to go for.
I think so. I've been looking for like off the beaten track shacks for a while.
No, it doesn't quite have the 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, kids play area, swimming pool, and 5 acres of land that you asked for.
Yeah.
But it's got character.
Yeah. No, I think I'll go with it.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the hotel, have a couple of drinks, sleep on it, and we'll see if we can put a deal in the morning.
Nice one, man. It's tall. Where did you jump to that?
Yeah, about that. The third song we came up with was actually an acoustic rendition of a song that I had already come up with called Circles. You can hear the original in my discography if you want. I just thought it'd be really nice to get an acoustic version of that. So I recorded that on top of a hill on Hadrian's Wall, and it was a really, really nice experience.
Wake me up, splash water on my face. I'm a functioning member of the human race. I travel from A to B, from B to A.
Circles, the acoustic version, was actually finished at the very end of our trip, where I recorded the lyrics while we're waiting at a bus stop to get back to our starting point so that we could head home. So Circles was kind of made whilst we were doing the trip. It wasn't made in one day. In fact, quite a lot of these songs were made over the course of the 5 days. My favourite thing about Circles is that you can hear cars driving past that bus stop whilst I was recording it, And in fact, on this whole EP, I love all the nature sounds that are intertwined within this. It's not well produced, and I think that's the point. One of the final songs on the EP, and one of my favorites, is called History in the Making, which is an acoustic version of a Times Too Fast song yet to be released by Times Too Fast, and they're not even sure if they'll ever release it as a proper song, but here's the acoustic version anyway, just for you to listen to.
Catch us if you can, you'll be running a long, long while. And we'll find a way, no matter what they say, there's just no stopping.
By the time we got into the third day, I think morale was a bit lower, so I didn't record as many things. So I'll just show you some pictures of the trip and how it went towards the end. By the end of the trip, it was safe to say that morale was quite low. We were really hurting. I had blisters the size of toes on my toes. It was quite painful. It hurt a lot, but I really enjoyed the experience. So it's beautiful to walk along a wall. I think the main thing that hindered our progress with songs and why we decided to do covers of songs we already knew was because of the rain. It did rain quite a bit. You know, it's England, Scotland, it's going to be raining. In terms of having the time to stop and play, we didn't really have as much because of the weather. Some of the days were better than others, and we definitely did enjoy ourselves more. The second day was probably our hardest. There was a lot of rain on the second day. In fact, we didn't really create much on the second day because we were so focused on walking and getting to our campsite because it was raining so much. So we were really glad that we'd made basically 2 to 3 songs on the first day. In fact, most of our songs were already decided by the first day. It was just a matter of getting them down, and that was quite hard to do because we needed to find quiet areas that weren't too quiet. So that's how I, with the help of 2 others, ended up making an EP that I could say I'm really proud of. It's not well produced at all. It's not great in any way. It's not supposed to be. I think that music sometimes should just be a little stamp in time, a little postcard to yourself, a little memory, a little picture to yourself as an artist to say, oh, I remember doing this. In fact, my favorite songs aren't the ones that I've done well that people enjoy. They're the ones that I attach a good memory to. And if someone else likes that, amazing. You can appeal to the masses, or you can appeal to yourself, or you could try and do a bit of both. If you took any inspiration from this and you want to try making something whilst you're on a trip, whilst you're on holiday or whatever, I implore you to do it because it was really refreshing and it definitely helped me out of a creative slump that I was in, enabling me to just be a bit more free with my musical choices. So yeah, the EP ended up being called OK Stop. It's a 5-track EP. Recorded over the course of 5 days, but not necessarily all songs made on each day, one a day. It was just recorded over the 5 days. If you're interested in hearing the full versions of those silly tracks, go ahead. It's, you know, it's linked in the description. I'd appreciate some streams. We all like a bit of extra money. Go do it. No, don't. I'm going to leave that out. What? That's so stupid. Subscribe to the channel. We usually review independent artists as well as popular music, so if you like looking at independent music and finding new music, this is definitely a place for you. Have I said music enough times? Music, music, music. Bye.
Oh, I say.